What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Trese ending and post-credit scene explained video. Trese is a new Netflix animation based on the Filipino comic of the same name. The show follows Alexandra Trese on a Monster of the Week-ish style show. There is also a prophecy regarding Trese herself of being a special born child as the sixth child of the sixth child, and she would then possibly rule the underworld. But she rejects this when she's presented it at the start, as she says she's not a sixth child, as her sister was stillborn. Now, in the last few episodes, it turns out that her informant, Nuno, was working with the mayor to try and destroy the country for their own gain. Nuno wanted to get rid of rival monsters, while Santa Maria, the mayor, wants to rebuild it to make himself incredibly rich. It's thought that these two were behind everything going on in the show thus far, but the real story is much deeper and ties into the flashbacks and prophecies hinted that Trese was to pass judgment on humanity. Now, the army teaming with Trese actually turn, and it's here the gigantic twist is revealed, and we learn that General Villa is actually Talagbusao, the god of war. Apologies if I pronounced that incorrectly. He was mentioned many times during the flashbacks of Trese and her father's past with the whole Council of the Underworld. Alexander's father sealed him away many years ago, but he is now returned as he's been pulling the strings all along. He has been emboldened by humanity's lust for war and has secured a cult around himself. He has manipulated the villains of the show to do his dirty work and sow seeds of chaos on Earth, which of course powers him. He has also been very sneaky by leaving his sons with Alexandra, as he predicted correctly that she would actually raise them when her father dies, and they have been unwittingly been his eyes and ears on Earth. They are bewitched by the god of war as the big reveal hits. The prophecy was true, kind of. Technically on a path to destroy humanity so the god of war can rebuild it, but she is also the person who can tip the balance of power in favour of the humans or the underworld. Her father spent ages trying to actually stop the prophecy becoming true, and even went to a seer for a way to stop the inevitable. But it led him down a dark path, as she did have a sister, like I said, but she was stillborn, meaning there were only 5 children. However, in reality, Anton actually killed her sister to stop it, and her sister becomes Trese's blade. As she was born, Trese is actually technically the 6th child of the 6th child, meaning she can pass judgment, and our boy, the god of war, begs her to join him, but she has just been biding her time here, and as he killed her father figure Guerrero, she is mega narked and takes him on. Now, she opens a dragon gate to seal him in an unknown dimension, just as her father tried to do, unsuccessfully as well. He got out, and all of that, and the prophecy led to a civil war in the underworld. Despite her father's lies and deceptions causing a civil war in the underworld and manipulating it so that no one would realize Trese is of the true prophecy, she is committed to being a Trese, and all of this emboldens her familial spirit. Of course, the god came back before, so I have no doubt that he can return once more, as the multiple heroes could not find a way to kill him. She returns to the Bellet tree, and she sees everyone who died in the fight and says she's home, except in her place in the underworld. Of course, your boy, the god of war, will return. Is inevitable. But we got a post-credit scene which is easily missable. Seriously, I wish shows would mention that they have post-credit scenes, especially on streaming, where stuff auto-plays like a trailer or something at the end of a season. In the post-credit, we see dock workers brutally killed, and we get a good look at the killer, as the killer says, Trese. It seems that this is a Jiangshi, a character in Chinese folklore, which is known as a hopping vampire. And just like the Western vampires actually rest during the day and then hunt by night, they are reanimated bodies turned into these vampires, and the lore around them is so iconic they have their own films. It's unclear what happens next, but this new villain, I expect, will be manipulated as part of a way to get the God of War back. Overall, this show was really good. I loved every dang minute of it. It's only 6 episodes of 30-minute episodes as well, so it's nice and short and just to enjoy in an afternoon, which is enjoyable. As much as I like anime, I don't unfortunately have the time to sit and watch hundreds of episodes. As much as I love Attack on Titan and My Hero Academia, I do drop off probably about 10 episodes in, unfortunately. But I might get back into it, and I have been saying that. So a really enjoyable show and a real nice look at Filipino folklore as well. So let me know what you think down below. What are your theories moving forward? Do subscribe with notifications on and drop a like down below if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you soon and goodbye.